Hi, everyone. As you can see, I'm here with our good friend Maya, who is in the States for a short period of time. If you haven't met Maya, we've had a relationship with you now for several years here at Peace. I've been over there twice, enjoyed our time with Maya. Maya runs the on-the-ground operations for the Haitian Tamoon Foundation, which we've been partnering with for quite a while now. He's in the States for a couple of reasons. He's here to connect with some people, but most importantly, he's here because he got his first COVID shot last Thursday. He got the Pfizer vaccine and is feeling well. So we're excited for that. He's coming back in October to get the second one. So congratulations on that. And we just wanted to take this opportunity to talk with Maya and share with you some of the stories of what's going on in Haiti right now. And our partnership there. As many of you are aware, they've been in the news a lot because not only with struggles with COVID, but struggles with the assassination of their president and a lot of gang violence and things like that. So start with what COVID has been like in Haiti. How bad is it? What are you seeing? What are people's reactions?
I mean, in Haiti, we are lucky since the COVID things are going on. Of course, in Haiti, people talk about it a lot, and there are a few cases of COVID, and of course, the government always come up with numbers, say this is the numbers of people who have it, who test positive of COVID, but it is not very, very big in Haiti. And thanks to God, otherwise we'll be in big trouble because, as you know, Haiti, as it is a very poor country, there is not enough hospital, and you know, going to the hospital, it costs a lot of money. So having the COVID big in Haiti would affect the people. But of course, the Haitian people using all kind of natural medicines to keep the immune system strong. So people wearing masks, especially going into a building or without a mask, you will not allow it to get in. And people wash their hands and drink a lot of liquid, water, and also drink a lot of tea, leaf tea, which can help reinforce the immune system.
So mask mandates are in place then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wondered how that was going in Haiti.
You know, of course, the government has been distributed masks out to people, and also people themselves are making their own masks. Like I've been paying somebody making masks where I go to Jacmel and distribute them to Rejoice kids and Living Faith kids, so that way to make sure they have masks to wear.
Okay. And I know I've heard in the news that U.S. and other countries are trying to get vaccines into Haiti. Have you seen that?
I have not seen it, but I heard about it, and they talk about it on the news, and I think they talk about 100,000 vaccine that USA are giving to the Haitian people. So, and I think the government are talking about people need to get vaccine, especially people that working on the for the governments and the banks, and so hopefully we could have enough for everybody that can, so that way everybody can get the vaccine. And of course, some people there are some concern about the quality of the vaccine. Some people said they will not take in it. So, but I don't know. But here I am. I took it on Thursday, which is I feel okay, and I'm looking forward to come back to take the other one.
So your family at home probably has not had an opportunity.
No, no. But as my wife have a visa to come here, I already talked to her about that. So she have a family members living in Orlando area. She may come here, and then while she's here, she already talking about getting it as well.
Okay. And you mentioned to me that the airports are working as pretty much as normal, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's open, but there are more people leaving the country to come to go, to leave Haiti instead of having people come in.
Yeah.
So, but here again, to leave the country, you have to have a COVID test, and to have that COVID test, he will cost you $80 to have that COVID test. So without the COVID test, you were not allowed to leave the country.
So you had to pay $80 to get a COVID test to come here?
Exactly,
Wow.
exactly.
Okay. Why is it so expensive?
I don't know. In Haiti, even though the government receiving free medical equipment for the people, but soon you get to Haiti, they make people pay to get them. So I don't know. People just trying to make money out of it.
Yeah. Well, talk about what it's been like in terms of the unrest. What's it been like this past year with everything that's been going on in terms of, I know you had gang violence going on even before the president was assassinated, and part of that was political.
Right.
What's it been like since?
It's been since 2019, things has been worse and difficult, hard in Haiti. A lot of political unrest, a lot of gangs taking control of a lot of areas, but mostly in the capital, Port-au-Prince, and a lot of kidnapping going on, and of course there has been a lot of protests back in the days against the government and the president, but recently he just been assassinated, and we thought that after things will get probably better, because if he get assassinated because they say he was not a good president, we thought that after he died things will be better, but instead of that, things continue to get bad. And right now there is no gas. It's hard to get gas, and if you go to the gas station, it's $5 to get it, and you can't even get it. And why you cannot get it in the gas station? So you have people selling the gas on the street, and then usually they mix these guys up with other bad chemicals, and which is destroy your engine. So my truck, I have a truck, it's been sitting there for a while, empty. So things are, the food costs are getting so high. It's like 30 to 40% double. And schools expenses are getting higher. And, and of course, because of the COVID and because of the political unrest, some people are losing their jobs. And but people are so faithful, and so they continue living their life on a basic in the basic days, continue to do what they're supposed to do to make their living, providing for the family. So as it is so difficult, becomes so difficult, especially with the food costs going up, we, HEF, the Haitian Timon Foundation, has been responded to people's needs by providing me money to do food distribution. So we just did a food distribution three weeks ago, where we give out food to 150 family. So, you know, it is hard, and a lot of people are leaving the country. A lot of people who have visas choose to leave the country, come here, or if they don't have a visa, they go to DR, which is next door. So, and some places are very risky to go through, like Matissan going to Carrefour, a lot of gangs, a lot with big weapons. So our hope was that after the president was assassinated, our hope was maybe the American soldiers will come to help establish or help bring peace or take control of these gangs, all this violence that's all going on in Haiti.
And are you seeing any signs of that happening, or it's
No, any sign at all. And I heard the USA president said, for now they will not send any soldiers
yeah?
to Haiti.
And they're supporting the person who's stepped in as president. Is that correct?
Yes. Right now we have a prime minister that's in place, who Ariel, I don't know his last name, Ariel something. He's the prime minister taking control of the country, and he's talking about having an election in September, which is soon. Hopefully, the election will take place, which we hope that will help bring peace in the country.
So let me go back to something you said when you're talking about your truck doesn't have gas, food costs are up. What does it look like for you to get food for your family? Do you walk to a store? How does that work?
There are some local market area places, which is a street market, where we usually go get our food. We took scooters to go down to Petronville, or we take tap if they are topped up. So we walk around, get what we need to get. So of course the stores are open. You can find the food supplies, but you need to have money to get them.
Yeah. One thing I've always noticed in the time with you, time in Haiti, and I think all of you've been to Haiti would agree with this, there is an incredible amount of optimism and hope among Haitian people, even with all the difficult cards that the country's been dealt. Are you still seeing that hope and that optimism in people, or are people just kind of wrecked right now?
I mean, of course, some people continue to have hope and continue to think that tomorrow will be better. But at the same time, we have a lot of young people who lose their hope, and that's why these young people, all they wanted is to leave the country, but of course, some people will never be able to leave the country because it is very, very difficult to leave the country, because to leave the country you need to have a visa, and the American embassy has been closed since almost 2 years now, and there is no way that people will get visa to get out. So those who have visa, they leave. Those who are not having the visa, they remain in Haiti, and continue having hope that things will get better and that the government will do things to take control of the situation in a sense to calm things down.
Yeah. Oh, that brings to mind the HELP program. For those of you who don't know, the HELP program works with college students in Haiti, some of the best students in Haiti, and helps them get a college education in Port-au-Prince. Have they been affected by this, or they?
I mean, everybody are affected by the situation, but by what's going on.
But are they still able to go to school? And
Some of the faculties or the universities has been shut down. Even regular schools has been shut down. But if when things get a little better, if they have classes, they go. But sometimes you can't even go to classes. So of course, everybody we all get affected by what's going on.
Yeah. What are the things that HTF and you mentioned money, which is the most obvious thing, that money allows you to buy food to distribute to people. What are the biggest needs that you have right now?
I mean, the biggest need is to continue having access to food, and that's why we, the Haitian Timon Foundation, will continue doing those food distribution, that way to give food out to people, and we hoping that we need more people to step in and praying for. We need a lot of prayers. And now people cannot travel to come to Haiti. But even though you cannot come, but you can still give financially to the Haitian Timon Foundation, and whatever you give to the Haitian Timon Foundation will come directly to the Haitian partners. So that way, will allow us, enable us to continue do what we do and continue provided for the kids, for the students, for the CLM families. So yes, our big need right now is money, because if we get the money, if we get the funds, of course we can get what we need in Haiti, even though the price are going up.
Yeah. Well, you've been in our prayers throughout all of this, and we, as always, are grateful for the partnership and the relationship that we have with you and so many of our friends in Haiti. And so thank you for taking this time to sit down and talk with us. And anything else you want to share?
Yes, I would say thanks to every one of you who has been staying strongly with the Haitian people, who has been supported, who has been giving, and who has been praying for the Haitian people. And without you, without your prayers, without your support, we would not be able to stand and continue do what we're doing. So thanks for continue supporting the Haitian Timon cause in Haiti.
You got it. All right. Thanks again. We'll look forward to catching up with you when you're back in October.
Thanks.